Hey guys, how's it going? Today I was just going to show you another cool thing I found on the internet. Kind of set up your backgrounds for some of your stuff. So it's called transparent textures. Right here's the address. You just type that in. And what this kind of is one of the reasons I like it is you can play with the color before you add it, and then you just grab the CSS right here and plug it straight in, and then you just apply it to where you want it in your website. So to kind of give you an idea of some of the stuff you can do, first one being Asphalt by Adelmo. So the thing with this is, yeah, it can look like concrete, or I mean asphalt and all that, but the ability to make these into other things is kind of what's so cool about this. So for example, if I drag this down into black, and you can play around with different variations, but it starts to look like space. And you can get more stars. You kind of get that off hue feel. You can go for the full black and just play around with where exactly you want it. So I kind of go with that. And I'm going to show y'all kind of like how this applies later in an actual game. But I just want to kind of go through some of the other options. If I can get down here to the football field. Okay, so this football no yard lines made by Mike Keane. It's like here, obviously black. You can kind of tell that's grass if you pay attention. But if we start getting into the actual color, you can see we can make it look like a football field. Or maybe you want to do something that looks like a dead football field for whatever reason. You can kind of play around with dead grass colors. You don't want it too orange. You just have to kind of play around that. And the other cool thing is, like, you could even you can put in a custom color here. You can change kind of, so it's fully customizable, and that's it's kind of an idea. But if you're wanting the football field look, somewhere between there and there is pretty close. And what makes this where you can plug in a customizable color so nice is, okay, so you go to another website or you see something and you like that color, that'll work. If you have Chrome, which I highly suggest you always use Chrome, but you have the extension tools, and there's an extension called Eyedropper. If you add that to your extensions, what you do with this is you just click on it, and it's going to give you all your previous colors. And so then you just hit this, pick a color from a web page, and then wherever you drag this, it's going to give you that color. So if we were on this website, say we didn't know what the football field color we wanted was, but we're at somebody else's website and we see it, so we just click on that, and it saves it to your color palette. So you open this back up, and then you have your color right there, and you have the RGB values, the hashtag values, and you literally can plug this in. And like I said, with this being customized, so customizable, you plug that in, it changes it. And that looks a lot more like a football field. So some of the other stuff you can, they've got gravel. See if I can kind of try to, I guess if you're looking for like a fishbowl type thing, one of these blues would look like the pebbles of a fishbowl. If I can try to get it gray here. Try to make this look a little bit more like gravel. So that's kind of what you're going to want to go for. Is it 608096 or actually that's probably what I would go for if I'm looking for a grapple effect. This 6F8696. Let's see if there's anything else we can kind of go. And I mean, there's if you're not looking for like a realistic like in real life kind of thing, they do have other stuff for backgrounds. They have the gene format. Yeah, so now it looks like you're on denim. You can obviously get it darker. Or lighter if you wanted to look. They just have a lot of different stuff. You can kind of play around. So real quick, I'll kind of show you how this actually translates into a game. So I have a trivia game I'm working on. You'll see I used that asphalt and I changed it to where it looked like outer space. So this is my background. And then you just lay what you want inside of it. And it works really nice because you just feel like you're in the middle of outer space. And in this game, being sci-fi trivia, I kind of went with the space theme. So you start your quiz and you'll see, I'll just run through this real fast, giving the non-right answers if you ever want to play the game. But it kind of just gives you a place to lay this out. Then when you submit, you have your score. And that's kind of, it has that space feel. So that's some of the capabilities you can have when you're using this transparent textures.